This video comes from the McLaren factory where supercars are designed, built, and tested. It takes 3.5 weeks and 1 kilometer production line distance for a McLaren Spider to be fully completed. At the vehicle quality confirmation area, the wheel alignment is done through a laser detection tool to get the camber, caster, and toe angles. Verification and correction of such angles determine the cornering performance of the vehicle and minimal wheel wearing. The McLaren 720S Spider is offered in 3 trims, with the base model starting at $321,000 before a $5,000 destination charge. For the performance, expect to pay about $330,500. Performance of the folding roof mechanisms is tested to find any quality malfunctions and do adequate corrections. The roof is a single piece of carbon fiber and takes 11 seconds for operation, 6 seconds quicker than the previous version of Spider. This supercar uses the V8 engine, delivering 620 horsepower and 600 Newton-meter of torque. Currently, 6 models are being produced at the facilities: Artura, 720S, 765T, Elva, Speedtail, and Senna. The digital dashboard has an active dynamics panel system that lets the driver control the driving conditions. Weight of the roof was reduced to 90 pounds, making it one of the lightest retractable roofs ever made. The wiring of the roof system is connected to the ECU of the vehicle, which is in charge of the accessories functions of the car. Each station has approximately 50 minutes to complete its task before the chassis moves on to the next station. The 120 acres McLaren complex located in Woking, England comprises the Technology Center and Production Center. Its 7-speed gearbox uses McLaren dual-clutch seamless shift technology with precog functionality. The marriage of the car body is one of the car's assembly operation. It happens right after the drivetrain subassembly is completed. This is a special ceremony. Putting together those systems has, as a result, another bigger one that we call car. As a rear-wheel drive traction car, the engine marriage is arranged in the back of the vehicle, benefiting handling, acceleration, and braking. The vehicle structure or monocell is mounted on a jig for fitting the rear quarters and deck. The monocoque chassis is made of carbon fiber, and the body panels are made of a combination of superformed aluminum and composites. The monocell production requires 5 stations, which takes just 4 hours to produce. As carbon fiber is 45% lighter than aluminium and 80% lighter than steel, it is the perfect material for elaborating the monocoque. At the Geometric and Surface Validation Station, a Renishaw tool probe is used to compare the measurements given by the CAD and the tested parts. The probe makes a mapping of the areas where it is passing, which is then used for the dimensioning quality check. Everything is in one piece, one unit, and it allows to integrate lots of things that would normally be made of separate components under normal vehicle manufacturing. It is a very cleverly engineered piece of the architecture of the vehicle, and a real important foundation for the next generation of McLaren vehicles. The final manufacturing process is the CNC machining center. In this process, they add all the holes and mounting location points and features. McLaren workers are actually machining not only the composite material, but they are machining the aluminium inserts as well. Use of advanced computational fluid dynamics and wind tunnel tests were used to create and optimize the contours of the McLaren 12C. Approximately 1,000 people work in the McLaren complex, distributed between management, design, and manufacturing. Three sets of masking and different taping are used during the painting process as the body goes through the stages. The bodywork is moved to the environment-controlled painting station, where coatings are applied in 3 different chambers. The purpose of the primer is leveling and protecting the surface from the environment, such as corrosion and UV light. A painting frame is used for the vehicle body and the remaining bodywork parts, each one color-coded to their production number. The McLaren Special and Elite paint finishes contain a higher level of metallic and pearlescent content, giving a more significant holographic effect. The paint can be added aluminium flakes or iridescent pigments to make it glossy. The brake system of the McLaren 12C uses cast iron discs with forged aluminium hubs. Roller Test Stand for all types of drives offers the possibility to carry out in-house performance tests. Dynamic testing for vehicle performance is one of the last steps for a McLaren Spider production process. The most popular colors of McLaren cars are vermilion red, chicane, Napier green, lantana purple, or as you can see now, onyx black. The Spider can accelerate to 60 miles per hour from a standstill in 2.9 seconds, to 120 miles per hour in 7.9 seconds, and on to a top speed of 212 miles per hour with the top closed. Now the new Supercar is tested, polished, and ready to be delivered to the final customer or dealership.
Siamo manifattura Lamborghini next level.
This is Lamborghini's only production facility. It is located in Sant'Agata Bolognese, a small town in northern Italy between Bologna and Modena. This has been Lamborghini's headquarters since the company was founded in 1963, and all Lamborghini cars are still made there. While Lamborghini uses advanced robotics for certain tasks, like body welding and paint application, much of the assembly is done by hand. Lamborghini V10 and V12 engines are assembled by hand in the same facility. Each engine is carefully built by expert technicians and then tested before being installed into the car. This ensures performance and quality control done at every stage. The production of the Lamborghini Aventador once used a unique flying line system, an overhead conveyor that moved chassis and parts between stations, allowing greater flexibility and efficiency on the factory floor. From design to final assembly, every Lamborghini is entirely made in Italy. This not only preserves Italian automotive heritage, but also allows the company to maintain strict quality control over every aspect of production. Now you are watching a process called the marriage, as this is the moment when the car truly begins to come together as a single, functioning unit. In automotive manufacturing, the marriage process refers to the moment when the body of the vehicle is joined with the powertrain, which includes the engine, transmission, suspension, drivetrain, and other key mechanical systems.